Yo, what's up guys? How's it going? So today I'm back with another horror story, and the name of the story is The Haunted Doll, MAHABOOMBA, and by HK. It is written by me. So let's get straight into the video. Once upon a time there was a boy named Sam. He lived with his family, his grandpa Anthony. So in his family he had his grandpa Anthony, mother Samantha, and his father's name was Neil. So they all happily lived and helped each other. So that's the chapter 1, the family. Sam used to go to school and was not alone, as he had a best friend, Joe. And Joe and him were best friends since class 3. And Joe lived a few houses down the street. So Joe and Sam were usually best friends. Then chapter 2, Casper. Sam woke up at 8 a.m. in the morning on Saturday and sat to eat his meal. Then his mother said, "Today is a special day. Your father is going to pick up your cousin Casper." So he just woke up Sam, and his mother told him that his father has gone to pick up his cousin Casper. Then from the railway station, and Sam was like shocked and angry too. He said, "Ugh, why did he have to come? He always teases me and is intolerable. Do you not remember when he broke my favorite painting?" So Sam does not like his cousin. So yeah, it happens because he teases Sam and is very intolerable. So yeah. Samantha, then his mother said, "Don't be so rude. He's just a 7-year-old kid." Feeling frustrated, Sam stood up and said, "I'm going to Joe's house and I will be home early." So he got irritated and went to his friend Joe's house, which was few houses down the street. So he walked up to Joe's house and rang the bell. Joe opened the door. Joe went for karate classes and he teaches Sam also. So Sam greeted him and started their karate practice. And after that, Sam told him about his cousin coming over. And then Joe said, "We can do nothing about it," who also knew how Casper was. So after chatting for a long time, Sam went to his home. So Sam sat on the couch. And chapter 3, Casper comes. Sam sat on the couch and heard a honk, and the door opened. It was his father, Neil, and his cousin, Casper. Casper was rather fat and short, and along with Casper came a male doll wearing a black suit and a red tie. In one hand was the doll, and in the other was the luggage. And he intentionally bumped into Sam and said, "This is Mr. MAHABOOMBA, and he loves to do nasty things," like naughty things and nasty things. So being so close to the doll, Sam felt goosebumps and still said, "Yeah, whatever." In the evening, they all gathered to eat food and then all went to sleep. Sam had to sleep in his old bedroom because Casper was sleeping in his. Oh, and here's the painting of Mr. MAHABOOMBA. Okay, so let's continue on with the story. And chapter 4, MAHABOOMBA. The next morning, Sam finished his breakfast and ran to Joe's house. After a karate practice, Sam told him the mischiefs of Casper. He also told him about that the doll which he felt was cursed. So he felt that the doll was cursed and obviously Joe would not agree him. Another bad news for Sam was that his mother and father will go out for the whole evening and the afternoon. So Sam said, "Will you come to my house while my parents are away?" And his friend Joe agreed. So he's just coming to his house. So yeah, at 1 p.m. he and Sam said goodbye to Sam's parents. Casper was in his room. Sam and Joe were watching movies. Suddenly, a voice came from Casper's room, sorry. He and Sam went to check. They opened the door and saw the doll sitting on the bed. So Mr. Mahaboomba was sitting on the bed, and besides it was a vase that was broken. So both Sam and Joe stood frozen. Casper was actually in the bathroom, so there was nobody except the doll to break the vase. So yeah, and now the doll would move like this doll is doing. And the doll looked at them and said, "Oh, hello my friends. I am Mr. Mahaboomba. And as you all know, I am a haunted doll. And my mission is to brainwash the whole world, just like I did with the Casper." And then he laughed like a maniac. And then Sam burst out of laughter and said, "Good one, Casper." The doll then jumped and started kicking Sam in the stomach. It started to punch him in the face also. But Joe, who knew how to do karate, picked up a gun and loaded with ammo and shot at the doll. The doll fell and then stood up again. Joe told Sam to get ready to fight the doll. Both of them charged at the doll and kicked it in the face. The face of the doll flew away. The doll screamed in pain. Then Joe picked it up, threw it in the air, and while it was in the air, he punched it in the center of the torso of the doll. All the limbs were detached. The doll screamed, "I will be back!" Basically the doll got defeated, and then it said, "I will be back." And indeed, it will be back in the story. Joe and Sam then ran out of the room. Sam said, "Joe, you really knew how to fight," and he was impressed with Joe's karate skills. "But I and Casper are in more danger than you, as the doll lives in our house, and it will return with more powers." So it was a bad news for Sam and Casper. So the following day, they wanted to talk to Casper about what happened today, but could not. Today, their grandpa took them to the attic and showed them the doll collection he owned. Yeah, and the chapter 5, The Secret. It turns out that he was a doll collector. He showed them the dolls along with their names written on a nameplate. In the end of the room, there was a doll named Disastro. Yeah, Disastro is just such a horror and scary name, Disastro. His grandpa said, "Oh, this doll is a special one. I got it from a village in Brazil. They said this one has the power of brainwashing anyone who comes in its path." So he tells them that this doll can brainwash anyone who comes in its path. Then Casper had Mr. Mahaboomba in his hands, and the doll looked very pleasant at seeing the doll. Sam knew something was off because Mr. Mahaboomba was looking very pleasant while he was looking at the doll. And Sam knew something was off, so he called Casper and Joe to the room. And he also told Casper to leave the doll in his room. The three of them discussed and agreed to make a plan to defeat the doll. Sam started by saying, "We need to find a way. We need to find a plan to defeat the doll. And we all know that Mahaboomba wants the Disastro to brainwash every person on Earth." Sam continued, "To beat up the doll, we will have to sneak up in the attic at night and search the file named Mahaboomba. And through our research, we may find a way to defeat it." So all of them agreed to the plan. So Sam's parents said that they would come by tomorrow at night 1 o'clock. All three of them sneaked out of the bed and reached the attic. Sam slowly opened the attic door and found that Mahaboomba, Mr. Mahaboomba the doll, was already there. So Sam felt his stomach twist because he did not expect it. So Mahaboomba was walking towards the Disastro doll. Joe ran towards the Mahaboomba doll and tripped it, and the Mahaboomba doll fell. Then Joe said, Sam, me and Casper will hold it. You look for the document. So, chapter 6, the battle, the name of the chapter. Then Sam opened the cupboard for the documents. He found a document named Mahaboomba. At the end of the page was written a spell used to nullify the doll for an hour. Abracadabra! He read the spell and the doll fell dead. Casper and Joe felt relieved. Sam swiftly took out the document of the doll Disastro and looked at the ways to compose it. He found a way, which is to bury it in the graveyard. He told both of them to come to the graveyard with the doll in a glass case. After 10 minutes of running, they reached the graveyard. They dug the hole in turns. Joe asked Sam, "Is it deep enough?" Sam said, More. Make the hole bigger so that we can put the Disastro doll in it." Just then, they heard a crackling of dried leaves, and there he was, up again. Mahaboomba! Sam whispered to Joe, "Keep digging, I will hold it." Mahaboomba laughed and said, "These old tricks do not work on me. I have become more powerful now. Nobody can stop me from getting the doll." So Mahaboomba ran so fast and jumped and grabbed Sam from the neck and strangled it. Sam had enough of this doll now. He felt a demon inside him wanting to kill Mahaboomba. So Sam already had enough of the doll and he wanted to finish the doll right now at this moment. He felt a surge of power in him. He violently threw Mahaboomba away, wrestled the doll by slamming it. So basically he wrestled the doll, he fighted it, and finally he had an idea. He grabbed the doll by the neck and took it near the grave of the Disastro doll. The Disastro doll was near him. Sam, with all his power inside him, he slammed the Mahaboomba doll to the glass case of the Disastro doll. The glass case shattered, both the dolls touched, and the power and the brain of Mahaboomba got sucked by Disastro. And after burying both dolls, the chapter 6, the end. So after burying both the dolls, the three of them went back home. Sam and Joe slept the most pleasant sleep of their lives, and next morning all three of them told about the incidents last night, and the family lived happily after that. So that is it for today's story, guys. I will meet you. So that's it for today's story. And this is how Mahaboomba might look like. And the end. Thank you guys for watching this video. So like, subscribe, and share this story to more and more people. And please support me. And if you have any suggestions about any improvements on the story, comment down below. Or if you want gaming videos or drawing videos, please let me know in the comment section. So that is it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.